Think whole wheat bread is healthy? Choosing it over white bread to lose weight and control your blood sugar? I have devastating news for you. You've been lied to. Welcome to Food Bazooka, where we blow up the biggest health myths in the food industry. Scientists just proved what the bread industry doesn't want you to know. Whole wheat bread has the same glycemic index as white bread. We're talking a GI of 71, almost identical. Your healthy whole wheat sandwich is spiking your blood sugar exactly like eating white bread, and that's just the beginning. We're also talking about whole wheat bread contaminated with up to 1,150 parts per billion of glyphosate, Roundup weed killer. The Detox Project tested bread from Walmart, Whole Foods, and Target. Guess what? Whole wheat bread had the highest glyphosate levels of all products tested. Today, we're exposing the top 10 worst whole wheat bread brands and the lies you've believed your entire life. Before we expose the worst brands, let me break down the 5 major lies about whole wheat bread. Lie number 1, whole wheat bread has a low glycemic index. This is the biggest lie. For decades, nutritionists, doctors, and the bread industry told us, choose whole wheat. It has a lower glycemic index. Wrong. A comprehensive study analyzing 13 different studies found that the average glycemic index of bread made from whole wheat flour is 71, identical to white bread flour at 71. Let me repeat that. Whole wheat bread has a glycemic index of 71. White bread? Also 71. Your body turns whole wheat bread into glucose just as fast as white bread. The fiber doesn't slow it down enough to matter. Every time you eat 2 slices of whole wheat bread, your blood sugar spikes like you just ate a candy bar. Lie number 2. Whole wheat means 100% whole grains. Here's a dirty secret. In the United States, bread only needs to contain 51% whole wheat flour to be labeled whole wheat bread. 51%. That means up to 49% can be refined white flour, and they can still call it whole wheat. Look at the ingredient list. If it says enriched wheat flour anywhere on there, especially as the first ingredient, you're eating mostly white bread with a little whole wheat mixed in for marketing purposes. Brands like Nature's Own, Arnold, Sara Lee, and Pepperidge Farm do this all the time. Lie number 3. Whole wheat bread is glyphosate-free. Remember glyphosate, Roundup weed killer? The chemical that's caused over $10 billion in lawsuit payouts for causing non-Hodgkin's lymphoma cancer? It's in your whole wheat bread, and not in trace amounts, in alarming amounts. The Detox Project conducted the most comprehensive glyphosate testing ever in the US. They tested bread from Walmart, Whole Foods, Amazon, Hy-Vee, and Target. The result? Whole wheat bread had the highest levels of any product tested. One whole wheat sandwich bread contained 1,040 parts per billion. The highest recorded, 1,150 parts per billion, in another whole wheat bread brand. Why? Because farmers spray glyphosate on wheat crops right before harvest as a drying agent, a practice called pre-harvest desiccation. The chemical gets absorbed into the grain and doesn't wash off. When you choose whole wheat bread, you're choosing the bran and germ where pesticides concentrate. White bread is actually less contaminated because they remove those parts. Lie number 4. It's heart healthy and helps with weight loss. The American Heart Association slapped heart healthy check marks on whole wheat bread. Why? Because it's low in saturated fat. But saturated fat isn't your problem. Blood sugar spikes are. When you eat whole wheat bread with a glycemic index of 71, your blood sugar surges. Your pancreas releases a massive dose of insulin. Over time, this leads to insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, weight gain, not loss, fatty liver disease, and yes, heart disease, the exact diseases bread companies claim whole wheat prevents. Studies using continuous glucose monitors show that many people's blood sugar spikes higher after eating whole wheat bread than after eating brown rice, sweet potatoes, or even some desserts. The whole wheat is healthy narrative is killing people slowly. Lie number 5. Whole wheat bread is better than white bread. This is the ultimate deception. Yes, whole wheat bread has more fiber, about 2 to 4 grams per slice versus less than 1 gram in white bread. And yes, it has more vitamins and minerals. But when it comes to what actually matters, blood sugar impact, they're virtually identical. The difference? Negligible. You're choosing between 2 bad options and thinking you're being healthy. It's like choosing between Marlboro Reds and Marlboro Lights. Both will harm you, just slightly differently. All right, let's expose the brands. Here are the top 10 worst whole wheat breads you should never buy. I'm ranking these based on glycemic index deception, glyphosate contamination, misleading labeling, and added sugars. Hashtag 10, Sara Lee 100% whole wheat. Starting at number 10, Sara Lee 100% whole wheat. The label says 100%, but look at the ingredient list. Enriched wheat flour, whole wheat flour, high fructose corn syrup. Wait, if it's 100% whole wheat, why is enriched wheat flour first? Hashtag 9, Nature's Own 100% whole wheat. Number 9 is Nature's Own 100% whole wheat. Another 100% claim, another lie. Third ingredient, sugar. They also add soybean oil, likely genetically modified and sprayed with glyphosate. Hashtag 8, Arnold Whole Grains, 100% whole wheat. At number 8, Arnold Whole Grains, 100% whole wheat. Notice how many brands use 100% to trick you? Arnold contains calcium propionate, a preservative that studies link to irritability and sleep disturbances in children. Hashtag 7, Wonder Bread 100% whole wheat. Number 7 is Wonder Bread 100% whole wheat. Yes, the company famous for ultra-processed white bread now makes healthy whole wheat, except it's got high fructose corn syrup and is ultra-processed just like their white bread. Number 6, Pepperidge Farm Farmhouse Hearty White. Coming in at number 6, Pepperidge Farm Farmhouse Hearty White. Wait, this isn't whole wheat? Exactly. They market it as a healthy alternative to white bread with added fiber, but it's still made with enriched wheat flour and has a GI around 73. Number 5, Dave's Killer Bread, 21 whole grains and seeds, non-organic. At number 5, Dave's Killer Bread, 21 whole grains and seeds, the non-organic version. Dave's makes excellent organic bread, but their conventional version, it's loaded with wheat from glyphosate-sprayed crops. If you're buying Dave's, only buy organic. The non-organic version defeats the entire purpose. Hashtag 4, Brownberry Whole Grains Oat Nut. Number 4 is Brownberry Whole Grains Oat Nut. Sounds wholesome, right? Oats, nuts, whole grains. But it's made with enriched wheat flour. First, then whole wheat flour. Plus, it contains caramel color, a potential carcinogen formed during processing. Number 3, Walmart Great Value 100% whole wheat. Bronze medal for worst whole wheat bread goes to Walmart's Great Value 100% whole wheat. The Detox Project specifically tested Walmart bread products and found glyphosate in nearly all of them. And Walmart's wheat sources? Unknown. Could be from anywhere with any pesticide levels. Walmart sells more bread than almost anyone in America, and they're selling you the cheapest, most contaminated wheat turned into healthy whole wheat bread. Number 2, Whole Foods 365 Organic 100% whole wheat. The silver medal of shame goes to Whole Foods 365 Organic 100% whole wheat. Wait, this is organic? How can it be bad? Because even organic whole wheat bread has the same glycemic index as white bread. And the Detox Project found glyphosate in some 365 products due to cross-contamination from neighboring farms. People shop at Whole Foods thinking they're protecting their health. They pay $5 to $6 for organic whole wheat bread. Then their blood sugar spikes to 160 to 180 milligrams per deciliter. Diabetic levels, 30 minutes later. Organic or not, the glycemic impact is the same. Number 1, any whole wheat bread with added sugar. And the number 1 worst whole wheat bread you can buy isn't a single brand. It's an entire category. Any whole wheat bread with added sugar, high fructose corn syrup, honey, or molasses. Look at the ingredient lists. Second, third, fourth ingredient, sugar, high fructose corn syrup, honey, molasses, brown sugar, cane sugar. These companies take a product that already spikes your blood sugar like white bread, then add more sugar to make it taste better. The glycemic index of whole wheat bread is 71. When you add sugar, you're pushing it to 75 to 80, higher than plain white bread. You're literally better off eating plain white bread than healthy whole wheat bread with added sugar. Continuous glucose monitor studies show that people eating honey whole wheat bread experience blood sugar spikes to 180 to 200 milligrams per deciliter, full-blown diabetic levels in non-diabetics. 2 hours later, blood sugar crashes to 70 to 80, causing fatigue, brain fog, and intense hunger. Then they eat more bread, and the cycle continues. This isn't food. It's a blood sugar roller coaster disguised as health food. Okay, I know this is devastating. Your entire understanding of healthy eating just got destroyed. So what do? Hermes switched to true low glycemic bread. Ezekiel 4:9. Sprouted grain. Bread has a glycemic index of 36, half that of whole wheat bread. Food for Life products use sprouted grains, which dramatically lower the GI. Other options: sourdough, GI 54, pumpernickel, GI 41 to 45, or sprouted spelt bread, GI 54. 2. Check the ingredient list, not the front label. Ignore whole wheat, 100%, and whole grain claims on the front. Turn the package around. First ingredient should be organic sprouted whole wheat or organic stone ground whole wheat flour. If you see enriched wheat flour anywhere, put it back. Yes. 3. Demand zero added sugar. Real bread doesn't need sugar. Bread should have 3 to 5 ingredients: flour, water, salt, maybe a little yeast or starter. If it has more than 1 gram of sugar per slice, it's not bread. It's cake disguised as bread. 4. Buy organic and glyphosate-free certified. Only buy bread certified glyphosate residue-free by the Detox Project, or organic with transparent sourcing. Brands that test and publish results. Food for Life, Dave's Killer Bread, organic only. Alvarado Street Bakery, Silver Hills Bakery. 5. Consider eliminating bread entirely. The healthiest option? Don't eat bread at all. Vegetables, proteins, healthy fats, none of them spike your blood sugar like bread does. Want a sandwich? Use lettuce wraps. Want toast? Try sweet potato slices. 6. If you must eat bread, pair it with fat and protein. Fat and protein slow glucose absorption. If you're eating bread, pair it with avocado, nut butter, eggs, or cheese. Never eat bread alone or with just jam. That's a blood sugar disaster. 7. Spread the truth. The bread industry has spent billions marketing whole wheat as healthy. Share this video, tell your family, post on social media. The more people who know, the more pressure on companies to change. Look, I'm not here to tell you to never eat bread again. I'm here to tell you the truth. The whole wheat is healthy narrative is one of the biggest nutrition lies in modern history, and it's killing people. Since the 1970s, when the government started telling us to eat more whole grains, type 2 diabetes has exploded. Obesity has tripled. Why? Because we replaced butter and eggs, foods that don't spike blood sugar, with whole wheat toast that spikes it just as much as white bread. The brands I exposed today are profiting from your ignorance. They know whole wheat bread has the same glycemic index as white bread. They know their wheat is contaminated with glyphosate. They know the added sugars make it worse, and they don't care. But you have the power. Every time you choose sprouted grain bread over whole wheat, every time you read ingredient lists instead of trusting front labels, every time you demand glyphosate-free certification, you're fighting back. So throw out that fake whole wheat bread with added sugar. Stop believing the 100% whole grain lies. Switch to sprouted grain, test your blood sugar, and remember, if a company won't test for glyphosate and publish the glycemic index, assume the worst. I'm Food Bazooka, and I just destroyed the whole wheat bread industry because your health deserves the truth. If this video saved you from blood sugar disasters, smash that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment telling me which bread shocked you most or what you've been eating thinking it was healthy. Until next time, stay informed, stay healthy, and for the love of God, read the ingredient list. Peace.